American Environmental Review is a national platform where nature and technology meet, where protecting and preserving our precious resources takes center stage, where the spotlight seeks out and shines on the environmental innovators. This editorial series, featured on public television, takes an inside look at the outdoors, explores how the decisions we make today impact each of our tomorrows. International Car Wash Association Incorporated was handpicked as a featured guest because of its commitment to the environment in which we live.
Since the beginning of time, human beings have made decisions in respect to the environment, whether to live with it in conflict or coexistence. We live with the consequences of those decisions today, just as we will live with today's decisions tomorrow. I'm Morley Safer, and this is American Environmental Review.
It's considered the second largest purchase a consumer will ever make, a car. Once it's off the lot and in the driveway, the spending continues to keep it like new.
People use water for all sorts of things. We want to keep our cars clean, we want to keep our lawns green, we want to be able to take a nice long shower. But we've been faced with a big challenge over the last several years in the United States. As various communities have faced water shortages, they've had to learn to become more efficient with the way we use water, so that we only use the water we really truly need and we don't waste a very precious natural resource.
Even with more emphasis placed on conserving water, keeping our cars looking good can still take a toll on the environment.
We have to be concerned because when you wash your car, potentially the oils and grime and grit from the road that's collected on the surface of that car, along with the soaps used to wash it, can end up in the streams that provide water for our communities or the communities downstream.
One way people can protect the environment from this sort of wastewater and pollution is by allowing professionals to clean their cars, as most car washes use enclosed systems that recycle the water before it's returned to the environment.
Many of the car washes in America are using water reclaim systems where they recapture the water, clean it, screen it, remove the oil, grease, and so forth, and reuse it in the car wash system in order to preserve the amount of water that they're really using. In so doing, we work as really small water managers, and by working with local governments, really work to preserve a very valuable resource in our environment.
The Chesapeake Bay is one area of the country where these conservation measures have had a direct impact. Officials there say by protecting the water that flows into the bay, wildlife is protected as well.
Chesapeake Bay has been subject to all kinds of environmental insults, be it what's being put into the bay or what's being taken out. And we have been working with the general public and industry for many years now to try and reduce their impacts on the bay and to come up with agreeable solutions that will bring the bay back to its original health.
There are some great programs around the country where the public utility and the car wash have worked together to expand the amount of car washes that are implementing conservation measures. We need to encourage people to do the right thing. We've seen the willingness, we know the techniques are out there, but it takes a partnership between the public and the private interests.
As more communities across the country work together to save our natural resources, many national waterways are reaping the benefits, helping to improve the overall health of our environment.
The world around us is a fascinating and complex place. The air, soil, water, and living organisms must all coexist for life as we know it to continue. Be sure to join American Environmental Review next time for more on the innovations helping to protect and preserve our natural resources.
We need to expound on the conservation measures that have already been discovered by car washes and make sure that more car washes implement these. There are some great programs around the country in Seattle and San Antonio where the public utility and the car wash have worked together to expand the amount of car washes that are implementing conservation measures. We need to encourage people to do the right thing. We've seen the willingness, we know the techniques are out there, but it takes a partnership between the public and the private interests.
This project follows a good deal of research that was done in 1999 on water conservation that resulted in the publication of a water conservation in our industry report. It also is part and parcel of a evaporation and drag-out study that's being conducted currently in the city of Phoenix, and that'll be followed by additional research projects designed to get us the data we need to really take our message to the American public.
John F. Kennedy once said, "The supreme reality of our time is the vulnerability of our planet." It is a timeless statement. World population, consumption, and technology push forward, often more quickly than natural resources can support, or, with consequences, more costly than we can afford. The need for a unified effort to nurture, renew, and protect the planet has never been more compelling. Therefore, once again, American Environmental Review extends a special thanks to the companies that have risen to meet today's environmental challenges. This has been a presentation of WJMK.